Real Housewives of New Jersey. Another day, another chat. We have Real Housewives of New Jersey on the tip of our tongues constantly just because there's so much going on. Literally, we see the drama on screen and then we have all the drama off air. And there's some new blogger messages between the Marge and the bloggers. We're going to get to that. Marge's behavior on the show, off the show, where things stand between her and some of the other women. We're going to chat all things Marge. You guys, this is a one-woman show. Please subscribe, get your girl to 1,000. I talk all things Bravo, Housewives, VPR, and some good pop culture tea. So with that, let's get into it. All right, so Teddy and Tamra on their Two T's in a Pod podcast, which by the way is doing quite well. They were talking about Margaret. And Tamra was like how Margaret is not happy with the edits she is getting this season. And then Teddy was actually the voice of reason. Like, well, she talked about those things. Like, look, guys, with Housewives, they film for what? A couple months straight, and you get what you get. If you talk about, I don't know, 4 or 5 things, and that's, like, part of your storyline for the season, whatever the juiciest is, whatever fits the narrative for what the producers are trying to showcase that season, that's what's going to get picked up and aired and, you know, makes it past editing. In Marge's case, I guess she doesn't like the way she's being edited. Her story is what? Obviously her um the passing of her ex-husband, the 1-year anniversary where she's crying about her ex to her current husband. She of course is talking smack about Teresa. What else? She is saying some horrible things about Jackie, which what the heck? I thought Jackie was your girl and now you're talking smack. She's trying to bulldoze her true longtime girlfriend, Jen Fessler. It's just not a cute look for Margaret. Anyways, let's get into the messages. So I was scrolling, and what do I come across? Some leaked text between a, oh, what is their handle? RHONJ Facts versus Lies slash Joy Rosenberg one. Anyways, they posted this, and it's a message with Marge, and it looks like messages on Instagram. And Marge is like, "Where did she get proven stalker?" Who said the other one was an alcoholic, and then the blogger's like, "There's legal docs showing she's a stalker." And then Marge is like, "Show me those documents." And then the Instagram handle is like, "Also go look at the deep dive Bravo effing Bravo did on Louis, and she doesn't like Teresa." And then Marge is like, "Also, he's being sued again by an attorney along with Bo Dietl." Okay, so when I looked at this text, I didn't think it was, like, so bad, but the fact that she is engaging with, bloggers concerning legal drama, it's like, okay, like, it's better just to, like, leave it alone. And then for this particular text message, um, this page, they are, tagging Bravo Andy. They also tagged Louis. They also tagged Teresa just to let them know, like, hey, look over here. Margaret is engaging in some of the same antics Teresa and Jen Aydin have been, labeled for. And then there's also some commentary like, you are the problem, you're feeding into the drama, you look like you're giving Margaret the info. She didn't go out of her way to ask you for it. So there's a lot of like back and forth in the what do you call it? The comments. Look, I don't care if Margaret was the one messaging this Instagram page, blogger handle, whatever, or the blogger messaged Margaret. Both parties, I feel like, are in the wrong here. And I'm not just saying like Margaret and this blogger. When I say both parties, I mean like housewives as a whole, bloggers as a whole. Um, when it comes to these bloggers, they are partially to blame as well. Like, look at Melissa's old nose, going on her road show to tell her story. I mean, good for her. Like, she's kind of a whistleblower at this point, to showcase to us how dirty it really is. Like, let's be for real. Since social media became a thing, since Housewives got off of writing those like blog pages, it's like all it's just all like Instagram and podcasts now and them talking to bloggers. I think both parties are here to blame. It's not like it's not one person or, one side or one group or whatever. We have the housewives engaging with bloggers for their own for I don't know if they want to carry out a certain narrative about one of the other housewives or carry out their own narrative, shed light on it in a good or bad way. So then they'll leak it to bloggers of all different sizes. There are some Instagram pages, YouTube pages with tens of thousands of followers, subscribers. Those are like some of the bigger accounts with a lot more notoriety just because of their reach. And then there's smaller bloggers where, maybe they're just getting in the game or they just really want the attention of these housewives. So, any crumbs they can get, the housewives will use it to their advantage. Here on Bravo Hot Tea, I just got my page started. No one knows me. It's a one-woman show, guys. And guys, when it comes to Jersey, I think I've been fairly unbiased. I'll call you out, whether you're Teresa, Marge, Aydin, whoever. And if I like something one of these housewives are doing, I'm gonna call them out too, because as women, we gotta support women. Anyways, enough about me. Back to these bloggers. So we got like the big bloggers, the small bloggers, the housewives, giving them bait, and then it's up to the bloggers like whether they take that bait or not. So there's that. Now let's get into the whole Jackie comment. This I really was not a fan of what Margaret said about Jackie, and this was in the last episode when they were all on the golf course. And who was it? Melissa talking about inviting everyone to her housewarming party, including Jackie. And then Margaret made that horrible comment. Oh yeah, like something about Jackie spiraling, like if you don't invite her. And then Jackie, of course, took to her Instagram and posted with a black background and white font. Here's the thing, Margaret. Like, I don't know why I'm saying Margaret as if she's watching this, but anyways, you still said those things. So it's like you can't blame the editors for, oh, they're making me look bad. At the end of the day, like I'm just, taking out one of the things that was filmed. Like, Margaret, at the end of the day, still said those awful things about Jackie while being filmed, and she said it in a group setting. Like, what are you gonna do? You're gonna blame production for making you say that? Like, no. It's like when we have housewives that get fired or they're one season, one hit wonder, or they slowly get edited out. Um, Most of these housewives, they don't leave on their own. They fizzle out or they get fired or whatever, and then they go on a road show just complaining about Bravo and, "Oh, the edit this, the producers that." Literally, Sheena and Lala from Vanderpump Rules are blaming producers or how Lisa Vanderpump herself made them do whatever actions they took and how they look bad because of, this is the narrative production wanted to show. No, 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 no. You filmed what you filmed. You said what you said. Let's not blame anyone. All of these people are adults. They should own up to it. Now, just recently, Jen Fessler did an interview with Access Hollywood. You guys can go on Access Hollywood's YouTube and see it. It's like a 15-20 minute long interview, and this just came out like within the last 24 hours. And Jen Fessler is like talking about her relationship with the other ladies, but this is the Margaret video, so let's get back to Margaret and her relationship with Margaret. We have to remember Jen Fessler and Margaret, these girls are like real life friends and they've been friends for years and years. So then to see Margaret and Jen Fessler's friendship dwindle on the show, it's pretty sad. And Jen Fessler did say, like, look, her and Margaret, they will get over it at some point, but in the meantime, she's not happy with the remarks Margaret has been making about her on interviews Margaret has been going on. At the end of the day, when it comes to Margaret, like, I enjoy seeing the cameras film her, entrepreneurial ventures, when she talks about her getting her business started, her starting her new business soiree. Kinda wish they would show a little bit more of that when it comes to Margaret, but if she's also running her mouth about Teresa, making mean comments about Jackie spiraling, um some other stuff, then that's what the producers are gonna find juicy and end up putting that on air, and then some of her other storylines end up on the cutting room floor. It is what it is, Marge. Anyways, guys, here I talk all things Bravo, Housewives, VPR, and some other pop culture tea. Subscribe, and I have lots more to discuss with y'all, and definitely chime in the comments below. Let's keep the conversation going, and I will catch you later.